What's up, everybody? It's Ian here with the Seek First Adventure, and today we're working on the frame again. In the last video that I brought to you about the frame, we were talking about just kind of the condition of the frame, what some of my plans were for it, and how I was going to do some repairs to it. In this one, we're actually going to start working on it. Now, a lot of people usually get nervous when they start something like this, where there's going to be like cutting on the frame and something structural like that. For me, I'm excited. I love this stuff. You know, I know what I'm doing, and I really enjoy fabrication. I love being able to like cut and weld and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about this part of the project. So now what I'm going to be working on today is cutting off some of these rusted, just messed up sections, mainly where the belly pan pieces are. There's like an L frame here on the back, and then there's some plate steel that's welded to the bottom of the outriggers that goes along the side of the main beams of the frame. Those are pretty rusted. They're just not in great shape. I'm going to cut those off, replace them, clean up all the rust. Also going to be working on just removing all of the rust and the old paint off of the frame and just grinding it down to just a bare metal surface. You know, a lot of people get it sandblasted. I got some, rough quotes on that. It was going to be around like $2,000 to $3,000, and I'd have to like take the frame all the way over there and all that stuff. And so I'm just going to hit it with a wire brush, and then I'm going to be using a rust inhibiting paint to paint over it. So anything that's not 100% cleaned up, that paint is going to take care of that. And so it's going to be, basically like new. So I'm using a couple different things to do this. I got grinder with a cutoff wheel to be cutting those pieces off, and then just a normal grinder with a wheel to grind down the welds and all that stuff. And then my new favorite tool is this, and I'm probably gonna do a whole video about this thing. It is awesome. It's the Eastwood Contour surface conditioning tool, and it's got a 4-inch drum that you can change out, and you can put anything from real coarse grit drums on there. This is a finishing drum, so this puts a much smoother finish on it. They have even a buffing wheel that I've started to play around with a little bit on actually buffing the exterior, and it works great because it goes fast with having that 4-inch section that you can use. So this thing is awesome. It's industrial, so it's gonna last. So yeah, I'm excited about this. So, well, now that we know what we got going on, I'm gonna get rocking and rolling on it. Now I'm switching over to a wire brush. These are really great for taking off all the rust and paint and stuff like that. You gotta be careful though, because these things can really like grab on and kick back, so hold on to it tight and watch the edges. Alright, now we're going to bust this out. So, like I said, I only have the finishing pad, and so it's not working really to its full potential. I ordered another drum, the 80 grit, and so that'll just tear through all the paint and stuff. So that should be in this next week, and I'll show you kind of the results of really what it can do. I'm going to do a little bit with this just because it still works better than anything else I have. Whenever I have that 80 grit, it's going to just fly through it. So And here you can really see kind of the after of how well that SCT works, the contour tool. So I got this part all ground down and cleaned off to weld that L bracket back on. So I'm gonna cut these to size, they're about 30 inches, and then we're gonna weld them on there. So when you're getting your metal ready to weld, you want to clean off the parts you're going to weld because there's generally some sort of coating or surface on it to prevent it from rusting. So you want to just grind that just real quickly. Alright, we got the area prepped, we got the piece of metal cut, and that's prepped. So now it's time to start welding. So I was a little bit skeptical, but I bought this welder at Harbor Freight for like 95 bucks. And it's definitely, I'm the kind of person who wants to buy something that's gonna be quality, that's gonna last. The problem is that since we're gonna be moving into the Airstream, I'm not gonna really have room to store a bunch of stuff. And so instead of buying like $1,000 really nice MIG welder, I was like, I need just something that'll get the project done. And this was cheaper than renting one. And I was like, okay, I can do over, I think it's up to like 5/16 or something like that. So, and I'm only welding up to 1/8 inch. So like, I'll give it a try. And it's actually pretty decent. I did some practice welds, and I haven't welded in well over 10 years. So my skills aren't really like fantastic, but I was able to lay down a pretty good bead and it had good penetration. So I really think that this thing's actually gonna work for everything I need. It's flux cord, so you get more spattering and just a messier weld in general. I don't love that, but it is what it is. It's 100 bucks. So we're gonna get started. And the bracket is on there. So those aren't the best looking welds in the whole wide world, but it's a $95 flux core welder. I can't expect it to look like a beautiful TIG weld, but it's gonna hold it. Everything looks strong, it's good penetration, so that's good. And it's, you know, it's inside, it's on the frame, nobody's gonna ever see it, so it's not the end of the world. But so I'm gonna just keep working on this stuff, re-welding all of the belly pan pieces and just fixing those areas, as well as grinding down the frame. Here pretty soon we're going to be talking about the rust encapsulator, the paint that we're going to use for the frame, and that whole process. So we got that coming up. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're going to have a lot more Airstream how-tos coming. We're going to have a lot more just about us. We're going to have adventures coming up, and also our Instagram is below. Follow us on there. We got photos and stuff going on there, and we want to interact with anybody who's following us. And our website is going to be up soon. I know I keep saying that, but we just had a lot going on, so bear with us there. Again, thank you for watching, and hope you're enjoying this fall weather that's rolled in. It's gotten cooler here in Texas, and that's been a huge relief. So have a great weekend and enjoy the weather.